Joy, can you tutetee sisi watu wa kutoka huko chini? But of course, I'm sure you've always produced.
Yeah. But I don't mean Team Baby, by the way, Team Sihendu City. I come from Sihendu City. Those who don't know, I come from there. Yes. Okay, Team Western players, we have very good players, especially when you go to villages, but they are hidden. They can't access that school, maybe reaching that place is difficult for them.
Yes.
So, okay, what I can say is that we also have that team that can go to deeper parts of Western and bring those players from their homes to schools. You know, not everybody can reach to a certain school and play volleyball, but they want to play.
Yes.
So accessing that thing should be made at least easier. Like they should bring like a camp, not just in schools, but just find a place where you can bring that volleyball camp and invite people, bring their children, like those who have already finished school or those who want to join.
Yes.
Because we have primary schools that actually participate in volleyball competition in Western. So I think the only problem is how to access. So if they can find a way for them to access that particular sport of training, it will build Western volleyball so high.
And of course, you mentioned that, Joy, and of course, I'll bring in Coach. Do you have the technical personnel on the? I know Kenya Volleyball Federation, that is their job to ensure at least there are scouts or technical people who can nurture this talent from the grassroots. So at least it can be easier for you to find them at Malava, Kwanzanze, Lugulu, or Mukumu. Do we, in your own opinion, observation, do you think we have that kind of technical support in her village?
No, city, my village there. We have Tamak Road.
I take back my word.
Yes.
In the city.
Relocate there.
Do you think there is that, Coach?
Yeah. Kufika sasa kumekuwa na camp kadhaa tuseme sehemu mbalimbali, lakini kuna wale wanafunzi labda wako na huko ndani hawajafikiwa bado. So kitambo tukiwa shule camp ilikuwa inapatikana kama Lugulu Girls kuna camp, Malava Girls kuna camp, maybe huku side za Eastern kuna camp, wanaweka camp, variety camp. But now I urge our federation, at least kuna wale coaches wamepikiwa, they have to waende deeper, watafute kuna players wako na height na wawekwe kwa hizo camp na tuitwe kama coaches, we can train them na wakuwe watu wa maana kuliko weke camp sehemu kama Nairobi Western. Maybe there is no more camp, but time yetu kulikuwa na camps. When you close school mnabaki shule mkitrain, au coaches bado wako, they can wanaweza endelea kwa facilitate and then the camp will continue.
Indeed. Joy, mmefika wapi? I know of course we are getting into, it's very early in the season. Experience yako kule Nyeri ilikuwa aje? Najua there was a lot of competition. Your arch rivals kina KCB, kina nani, kina Pipeline walikuwa kule. How was it so far? I mean, from your own gauging, unaona season inaendelea itakuwa vipi kwenyu? I'm sure it was very tough, definitely, from how things look like on the ground.
It is tough, but Nyeri favored us a bit because we had a smooth play and went ahead and took the Nyeri tournament trophy.
Yes.
But the only challenge we had was during the league match with Kenya Pipeline, where we lost to them in 3-2. But it didn't discourage us because we came back strong and won against them again during the finals in Nyeri. So far so good. We've played our matches well, we've won the matches that we've been playing, but I can't say it's going to be that because teams are going back to training. So we have also to train. Meeting them will be a different team meeting, a different team won't be the same as we met them in Nyeri. So it's not easy for us, but we have to keep the focus.
Indeed. Coach Diana,
yes.
Let me bring this to you. What are some of the we are entering this period whereby a lot of campaign about gender-based violence, GBV. We are in this period whereby there's a lot of campaigns speaking about how we can tackle it, how we can, sensitize it amongst team members, amongst clubs, amongst boys and men, amongst all these people. As a club, I mean, maybe measures that you've taken in place kuhimiza ama to sensitize or to create awareness amongst the Kenya women's prisons. How is that so far? Naim, how do you see this particular situation of gender-based violence? Where are we addressing things about gender-based violence. Nakumbuka Kenya Volleyball Federation walikuwa recently, they did, I think there was a camp they did with KCB where they were sensitizing them and also teaching them ways of how to counter or in case they encounter gender-based violence.
In our department sisi tuko na patron wetu kama Madam Dereba, yeye ako in charge hiyo.
Yes.
So yeye ukuja mostly anaongea na wasichana, anatuambia venye labda kama mali unakaa you are not comfortable, you have to share with your coaches. Kama mimi nimekuwa attached kwa hii team, maybe they can be free to communicate with me. So maybe if they share they have anything in their family or maybe something that it is bothering our players, I can reach out to our patron who is Madam Dereba, alafu they can take over. Wanaweza chukua kuanzia hapo mali nimewapea and then everything I know it's going to do well.
Yeah.
Kwa sports sasa saizi najua hiyo haitaendelea venye imekuwa ikiendelea. You see we are losing our sports people hivyo kiolela. Sasa najua we are going to work on it. Na lazima wajue pia kutumia, maybe if they have won something wajue mali wana save, they waingize maybe relatives na pia watafutiwe netwa lawyer, maybe hizo ndio vitu zinaleta labda vita kwa ndoa na pia kwa
Indeed, that's true. Baadaye of course I'll ask Joy atuambie squad inakaaje, atunemie mabeste wake kwa squad, atunemie wale wanashine huko. Hiyo ni baadaye. Najua sasa unataka kuanza calculate venye utasema hizo vitu. But of course just to bring Joy, does volleyball pay? Because unajua sasa kuna mtu pale Malava huko City anakuangalia anasema one day I want to play. They're actually in that process but they're not sure that in future it will hold them, itawapatia mkate, itawekea. Wewe utawahimiza aje? Wewe imekutoa wapi, imekupeleka wapi, imekufanya aje, unajua ndio mtu aweze ku.
Actually volleyball pays.
Yes.
Though it depends on where you are playing from because it pays differently.
Yes.
And if you want to have that higher pay, you have to go professionally because I know Kenya we pay according to your club because I can't say as prisons we can't pay as KCB. What as prisons can do is give you a lifetime job. So, and that's actually a good pay because even if you get injured, you still have a job to keep. I can't say it doesn't pay because you can look at us, we are actually shining. Even if you are like back at home, just sitting, doing nothing, this career pays. Even if it gives you like 5,000 or 500 shillings a day, that is your earn. You'll have to take it and do what you want than sitting at home. Maybe you find someone anakudanganya, you go into early marriages and you still have that talent in you. You keep it and start struggling with kids. You don't have anything to give for them. So volleyball pays. If you want to play volleyball, go in because it will make you in a comfortable position in life.
Well done. Yeah, I'm happy you've mentioned that volleyball pays because what walikuwa wananiuliza, somebody was, after you put your poster on, walikuwa wanasema Tony, uliza kama inalipa. Mumesikia kama inalipa ndio hiyo swali msiniulize tena. But of course coach, you can actually emphasize on that because you've the experience of having gone through the ranks, and of course here you are as a coach. Kina Joy of course as well. They might not end up as coaches but definitely as you see there is always a track record. Ni watu wa serikali watapelekwa mahali kwa serikali. So of course you can emphasize on that point about it does pay. Any sport does pay.
It does, but hard work makes you get
exactly.
Yeah.
Volleyball is good if you have a passion in volleyball.
Yes.
Just play it because like me nilisoma juu ya volleyball.
Yes.
Hiyo ni kitu ya kwanza. I was employed.
Yes.
I played for the national team. I was being paid by the government when I went for the World Cup. I went for All African Games. I was being paid. So volleyball is also a good game. It pays.
Indeed.
For me, venye tumekuwa tukishinda kama prisons team,
yes.
I was elevated. Nilipatiwa promotion. So something you never. Kuna wale askari wa kawaida.
Yes.
Wamesoma ndio maybe they have master's degree but they don't have this promotion. Na sisi unapatiwa merit, unasongeshwa, unapatiwa hiyo cheo. So if you have a talent, use that talent. Msisema ati mbio ndio kila kitu. Pia volleyball is a good talent. If you have a child akona interest kwa volleyball, encourage that child. You see Malkia strikers, wameenda Olympics and they are back. They have been paid. That money can help their family and even inasaidia maybe their relatives You can help even your neighbor, you see. So I encourage those parents to encourage their children to play volleyball. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, coach, for actually elaborating on that as well, of course, because Malkia strikers walienda Olympics, have been in Olympics. And of course, talking about Olympics, Joy, I would like to bring you in. Of course, baadaye utaniambia wachezaji wako wataje. Unajua watu wanapenda salamu, lazima wadunge kasalamu ndo wasikie vizuri. Otherwise unaweza kosa kurudi home na kushangilia. Your best tournament or your best championship or your best competition that you remember, a very memorable one, ilikuwa ni gani kwa maoni yako? Na ni kwa nini na ilikuwa wapi? Na ulifanya nini ikakuwa memorable? Ama ulifanywa nini ikakuwa memorable? Ama ulifanyia nani mtu ikakuwa memorable? In your opinion.
Club level ama national team level?
Both. Nataka uanze club alafu uende national.
Actually, in club level, I can say it was in 2018, 2019,
Yes.
where we won the playoffs, and I took best setter in 2018 and in 2019 both.
Congratulations.
That is my club level. And then in the national team level, it was in qualifiers Cameroon, where I helped the team. Actually, there was a combination of me and Washu.
Yes.
And we helped the team to qualify for the Japan Olympics.
Yes.
Another one was in Congo 2015. Actually, I was the lead setter and I took the gold medal in all African Games in 2015. I can say those were the best memorable moments in volleyball for me.
Very well.
Yeah.
And of course, she'll also be coming back. Joy will later tell us what her low moments have been. Zile maybe low moments or those challenging moments in your career. Utuambie, of course, and how you overcame them, because it's very important. We always go through challenges. Hata sisi hapa kwa newsroom, ama kwa TV, kwa studio, we go through challenges, but we overcome them because challenges are there for us to overcome. Coach will also share with us some of the challenges that you faced as a coach, also in your career. And of course, how you overcome them rather at Kenya Prisons. And of course, also later you'll tell us what your plans are as a team in going forward, of course, for this season, for the continent, for the region. Utatuambia yote, and of course pia Joy atatuambia hizo salamu za kina nani yako kwa hiyo team, wanafanya nini na wanategea wakiwa pande gani. And of course you'll tell us also how you scout, so people can know where you can actually be found. Kama itabidi wa apply kutoka kupitia eCitizen utatuambia, so that they know. Of course that we shall be sharing that in a bit. Yeah, of course, after this very short break. This is Sports Extravaganza. If you're joining us, my name is Tony Kwalanda. I have the assistant coach of the Kenya Women's Prisons team, was Diana Namukuru Kisa, or Khisa. Of course, I also have the captain of the Kenya Women's Prisons team, Joy Namachanja Lusainaka. Wako in the house, of course, to share this beautiful story. We are taking a very, very, very short break, but of course, they'll be coming back with more about them. Don't go away.